is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Detroit Lions.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jet sweep to start the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Oh, Marcel Darius, the one who got in there to break that play up. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Block working out of the gun. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
11 yards there, 1st down.
22-yard line.
Hawk 70. Check 24.
On the run, it's Robinson. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 6 at the Lions.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Panther 60. Warrior 70. Ready, go.
Luton going to pass it out of the shotgun. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
And 3.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shift. 18 Cardinal.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
7-yard line.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They'll run here with Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play.
Down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, watch that. Hey, let's go.
They run. Robinson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Julian O'Quarrie.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On third down, Robinson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. This situation in the fourth quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, it's Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Complete. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a first. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Josh Jones in on the stop.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense.
But now executing once they sat on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Again, the ball
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Third down.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. From the gun, Locke. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On first and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and 5. Operating from the gun, Locke. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. This on first and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. A quick throw outside by Locke. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Locke now on third and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
A 30-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. What did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. From the gun is Luton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Luton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
8-yard line.
Now Luton. Throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Ringer lining up for the point after.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high. Offenses that you face, and analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 39-yard line.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Luton here off of play action. Going deep for Eifert. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On first down, Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
To throw again, Locke. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on. On first and 10, here's Locke. He's going deep for Brown. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Locke. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Locke. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
They'll run again here with Robinson. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Detroit Lions.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And someone must have been in this hot sun a little too long. They've got the punt team out there. And just to clarify, it is not 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Westbrook now on the return. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And Justin Coleman brings him down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going play action with Luton. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing is Luton. The throw taken in by Cole. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a game.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.